right, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. D-Mom, I'm a piano music. So guys, Dubai is a #1 destination for many people across the world. I mean, it is
Dubai shit, Dubai whips.
Well developed. There are many corporations that are located there. And, it's a lot of stuff going on in Dubai. A lot of people go there on vacation, especially people from America, people from Africa. Listen, a lot of people really love Dubai. And one thing in Dubai that's very interesting, it's a lot more men there than women. A lot of rich men who are in many different industries, oil, gas, healthcare, you name it. These guys have it. But allegedly, some of these guys are so rich, what they decide to do is to have side chicks. Now, stop the show. That's not, unrealistic, because many guys have side chicks and want beautiful women. But these guys, some of them have these Porta potties, okay?
What?
And there's a video recently surfacing around the internet, and we cannot show you here on YouTube because we don't want to get flagged. But it is of a young African girl who's literally eating farting sounds. That's right. She's literally getting pooped on, if you will.
Yeah, you got that yummy.
Keep the farting sounds going. So why is this happening? All right. In it's not just African girls that do this. You have ladies who are Instagram models. So imagine the girl that you're following on Instagram. You're trying to holler at her. Stop the show because you're broke and you're ugly, so she won't talk to you anyway. But imagine that she has been literally shitted on for certain amounts of money. And I know that you guys don't believe me, so I want to read a story from one of these chicks who is actually a Porta potty contestant. Dima, sad music. These guys are so rich, hate their wives, and bored with life, and they're willing to pay anything for their crazy camel poop fetishes. And I was crazy enough to expect the money. I've had to be gangbanged and bukkakied by over 20 Saudi royalty at once. Made $40,000 in 2 days, so it was worth it. Stop the show. Boom. It was worth getting all of those things happening to you and just literally pooped on. It was worth it. Sad music. I've literally been urinated on and pooped on so many times, I just don't understand why they like it. After the third time you get pooped on, you can get used to it.
Oh my God.
Stop the show. You've now gotten used to being pooped on. Somebody needs to lock your ass up. Seriously. I have had SEGS with a German Shepherd dog in front of them. Can I get some barking effects, Jima? Thank you so much. I've had to stick numerous objects in my you-know-what and in their you-know-what as well. Stop the show. So not only are they, just farting everywhere, okay? Now you're putting stuff in their stuff, all right? And I've got paid to eat poop. I've got paid to get beat up. Now, let me just say this, because, protecting women and women's rights, it's a big deal in the West, okay? And I understand that women suffer, from certain levels of, abuse, harassment. I get it. Women can be a little bit defenseless with these things. My questions are to feminists around the world, because they are everywhere on God's green earth. They're feminists in Africa. They're feminists in America. They're feminists everywhere. When it comes to the Porta potty situation, why are feminists so quiet about it? And the reason why they are so quiet about the Porta potty situations is because, like it or not, even though these things should be outlawed, and I'm pretty sure if the authorities in the United States of the Emirates or UAE knew about it, those guys would go to jail. The reason why is because these ladies are doing these things with their own consent. So what's going to happen. It's not like you're going to get there and, Well, I didn't know that, foreign sounds. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Yes, you did. You kind of knew that was gonna happen. All right. Now, here, when we talk about protecting women and women in general, here's an issue we're always gonna have. Some ladies, not all, understand what situations that they're getting into. And what feminists and people who agree with what's going on is that you can't get people away from certain bad decisions. Now, if you're a woman and you're in an abusive marriage and you didn't know your husband had those proclivities, that I can understand that. Okay. But if you somehow knew that this was the kind of guy, this is what he's capable of doing. You knew that he wasn't going to be faithful. You knew that he was a cheater. You knew ahead of a time he was a womanizer. Although he should never treat you in that vein. How can you protect such people when these are the decisions that they're making? They're Instagram models who do this stuff. They have plenty of chances of getting money elsewhere. They don't have to go to Dubai and do this. And sometimes those girls do that. They have like $50,000 in cash with them. And then they try to go through the airport and get the money seized. So basically that happened to you for free. All right. So these women have opportunities and choices to do stuff, and they choose some of these ladies to do that. How do you protect those people? And that's the issue that feminists are always going to have a problem with, is that how can you save somebody from their own decisions in which they're participating in? Like, you mean to tell me there's no other opportunity for you to do something with yourself? I mean, there's women all over the world who work every day, who start businesses, women who will work their way to the top. They will never settle for getting pooped on by a group of guys. It's something they're not going to sign up for. I don't care how poor they are. Some women are just never going to do it. Most of them are not going to do that. So, but these women who want to go ahead and take this short route and get abused like that, my question is, why aren't feminists not calling these certain ladies out? And the reason why is it doesn't fit the narrative. It don't fit the narrative. So if it doesn't fit the narrative, then we can't call all out. We'll excuse it. Listen, let me tell you something. When I'm on the way going from, places in Uganda or even in Africa in general, I'm going from Qatar, or to Qatar, any African country. It's not uncommon to see a lot of African maids going to these places in the Middle East. And I've heard some horror stories about what happens to these young ladies when they get there. I'm not saying that everybody's there, but I do know I've heard about sometimes they're sent to to the UAE, and sometimes they're sitting in like a warehouse for like 5 to 6 months waiting to get a job. Their passports are taken from them, their phones are taken from them. All right. When you hear about these stories, and obviously they know that this is going to happen. Why aren't the issues brought over to these situations? And many times they're not. Feminists are usually quiet about these sorts of things. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.